What's up, everybody? 300 in the house. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone doing okay. Um, I know earlier there was a short live stream. That's why I came back. Um, so let's see who's gonna be around tonight. Night. Um, let's see. Uh, drop the link. Alrighty. So yeah, so you guys know there's a lot going on in the Middle East right now. But this is not what people would county were on. But I did say that before. I said, it's gonna get hot in the Middle East. Now I wasn't counting with that it would happen that quick, but I, uh, it just happened. So, and I mean, I understand. Some of us have been in war, and a lot of us haven't. I get it, but this is not gonna turn in a good way. That is for sure. If I am right with the way I am thinking, then this is gonna turn real ugly. And I'm not trying to, scare people or so. I've been always telling the way I see things. Now, if I'm scaring you or so, then I am very sorry, but this is the way I see things. And for the past 3 years, everything that I have said, the way I have seen it, actually really happened. But I hope this is not happening the way I think it is. But anyway, this is just another Hangout chat. Uh, let's see who else is gonna join us tonight, so we can have a lovely Monday night conversation. So, um, hey, how you doing, Ricky? How are you? Good to see you. How's everything going with you? Hope everything is good on your end. Yeah, on my end, I'm just a little bit in pain, but hey, I got my medication, so hopefully I'll be all right. but yeah, We keep receiving bad news, huh, Ricky? That's what YouTube is about. Um, we have only negative news to provide. I hope one day we have something positive to say, something good out of it. But yeah, I wonder where everybody else is. Hopefully, they're gonna come and join us. So, um, let me see something real quick here. Um, what do we have on the table so far? Biden faces risk in wartime visit to Israel. President Biden condemns killing of 6-year-old Muslim boy as suspect faced. Oh my God. Are you serious? Uh, yeah, yeah, you need to swipe your American Express card, Ricky. I think your Bank of America didn't go through. Um, yeah, let's take a look at this here right quick. Um, all right, there you are. How you doing?
I had to pedal faster for my computer to catch up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I caught most of what you were saying in the beginning about how bad it is. There's a lot of people that don't, right here in the United States, they don't understand. We have been invaded by millions of military age men, and it's only a matter of time before they're turned loose.
Yeah, yeah,
And they've done the same thing in a lot of other countries.
right,
That's what they do.
right.
Them, they.
Yeah, so see, like my concern, Ricky, is you do have you do have fanatic Muslim people from different Islamic countries, like for example, Morocco. There are a lot of Moroccan immigrants in France, for example. They recently uh, stabbed a teacher and killed him. And then they called their they did their prayer before they did that. I mean,
Yes,
and so many other immigrants who are actually fanatic uh, about religion, are in so many different countries. People just don't realize that. You
right.
have alone 3.45 Muslims in America. So in worldwide, you have 1.6 billion Muslims and 2.2 billion Christians. So when when they did that, and I have even seen uh, documentaries about in Europe, in Germany, France, Denmark, Italy, Spain, so many fanatic people from Syria, Lebanon, Iraq,
Sure.
so many of them are there, and they don't even realize what they have. Let them walk in.
And walk in they do. A good example is the Border Patrol here in the United States don't know half of the people that have come in because they're gotaways.
Yeah, and I think the borders, they need to have a stronger and stricter control. Um, you know, because there is no huge difference between Spanish people and Middle Eastern people. We do unfortunately do look alike. I should say.
Sure. What's up, Daniel? Good evening, sir.
How you doing, Daniel?
Well, the open border policy that this regime has created is on purpose. They're part of a larger group of people that are hell bent on destroying the United States.
Right,
And they've destroyed other countries. Venezuela is a good example. Let's see, where was Saddam Hussein? He was, I can't remember what country he was from, but Saddam Hussein was actually taking good care of his people.
Saddam Hussein is
And
from Iraq, Ricky.
Iraq,
Hmm.
correct. Okay. So he was actually taking real good care of his people. And the larger picture is a group of people, the cabal or the elites or whatever you want to call them, wanted him out. They wanted to overtake his country. So they did. They created chaos and blamed him and whatever till they got him out. And it
Right.
was obvious. It's happening in Canada,
Mhm.
our neighbor. Mexico's gone. Mexico's already given over to China and the cartels. All the fentanyl that's coming into the United States is made by China, and it's coming in through the southern border, which is Mexico.
Give me one of those liquids. I need a straw. This right there, that's good.
And the biggest problem I see is there's so many stupid people here in the United States that don't see it happening. They listen to ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, and Fox, and that's where they're getting their information. There's no information there. That's all propaganda. But so many people, that's all they get is that propaganda. So that's what they believe.
Right.
And the late night talk show hosts and the morning shows, like oh whatever it is with those
Yeah.
women on that morning show. I mean, that's all propaganda.
Have you?
The
Yeah,
View.
that's true. Let's see what they have to say about this here that I just put up here. Let's watch this. Um, it says here, President Biden condemns killing of 6-year-old Muslim boy as suspect faces federal hate crime investigation. Okay, boy.
The FBI is warning attacks in Israel are leading to more threats of violence right here in the U.S. The news comes as the Justice Department is investigating an alleged hate crime in Illinois over the weekend. A 6-year-old Palestinian American boy was killed, and his mother was wounded in a stabbing attack that authorities say was motivated by the war. CBS's Jeff Begays has the disturbing details.
Today at this mosque near Chicago, prayers on the pavement outside. Standing room only inside as hundreds of mourners remember 6-year-old Wadia Al Fayoum. The little boy was brutally stabbed to death on Saturday, allegedly by the family's 71-year-old landlord, Joseph Shuba.
Landlord is killing her baby with a knife.
Fayoum's mother, Hanan Shaheen, was also stabbed. She was able to escape and hid in a bathroom, unable to reach her son, who police say was stabbed 26 times.
When he was dead, he was last words to his mom. Mom, I'm fine.
Prosecutors say Shuba targeted the family because they are Muslim and because of the ongoing conflict in the Middle East.
When this individual said, "You Muslims must die," this was a message not to the boy and the mother. This was to all of us.
Today, Shuba was charged with multiple counts, including first-degree murder and hate crimes.
We will protest quietly, but there's a lot of anger building up.
With tensions high across the country and threats on the rise, the FBI is most concerned about lone wolf style attacks.
These things are going to be very tough to stop. At least, though, we can try to discourage them.
Prosecutors say the suspect became increasingly agitated and concerned about his safety after routinely listening to conservative talk radio. Padilla, who just celebrated his 6th birthday, he was born here in the U.S., but nor his parents. They came to this country for a better life years ago and to escape the violence in the West Bank.
Jeff Pegues, thank you.
So now,
Okay, so that was from CBS, and I want to say right off the get-go, right at the end, they said that he was listening to conservative talk radio. Conservative talk radio is where a lot of people are putting out the truth, and CBS just spun it against us, we the people. Just saying.
but to be honest, Ricky, I think it's going to be a big problem in this country.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of dead people, a
Yeah,
lot of ignorant dead people. I mean, these guys that are walking around and they got man buns and they're living this freaking easy lifestyle out in the big cities and stuff. They don't even know how to change a tire. They're targets.
right.
They're targets.
Yeah, if
My
you
daughter knew how to change a tire at 5 years old.
if you paid attention, there was a flag of Yemen. Um, these were people from Yemen who were on the street. But I do see some big trouble coming.
Absolutely.
Kind of like 9/11, just worse than that. That's
Oh, way worse than anything we've seen in 9/11.
right.
Antifa, the group Antifa, they actually worship Hamas, and Hamas and Iran, that they're being paid. They're being here's another thing. All the money that went to Antifa, nobody knows where it went. A lot of people know where it came from, but all of a sudden, all these Antifa members are living in mansions and great big houses and driving brand new cars. What's up with that?
Right.
I'm going to
Yeah,
mute for a second. I got radio traffic.
it's just crazy, it's just crazy. Everything is going out of control, I mean, and I don't know if you've seen that video of mine when I was talking about the Ukrainians immigrating to Germany and receiving almost $6,000 per household. That's an income of two households what they're receiving there. I mean, it is ridiculous just to me. So you do have money for people who come from overseas because of so-called refugee or whatever, but you can't even take care of your own people. What's up with that? You have millions of homeless people on the streets. You don't take care of that, but you take care of other stuff. All this don't make sense to me. So it's just corruption in my eyes. I don't know, and I did talk about that before in my previous video. If Israel does attack Gaza or whatever, and Iran and Iraq and the Hezbollah have said that they're going attack Israel, then when that happens, I think that's when multiple countries gonna get involved with it. I'm sure America get involved with Israel as well, and then people have to choose sides. I guess that's how how I see the whole thing gonna run down the pipe, But um, I don't see that as a solution, I mean, that's just gonna um, create more destruction and death. More innocent people are gonna die because two governments don't get along or whatever. And that's the way I see it. Um, let's hope for a miracle that that don't happen. Because I've been there. Um, I did uh, escape from Iran with my parents. Um, it's not a good scenario. I can I can tell you that much. And now, what's going to happen here? That's again another story for itself. But what we just saw, yeah, that is pretty much a message, So all the it's just gonna be looks to me like a religious war, Christianity against Islamic people, or however anybody wants to look at it. But that's how I see it. From my perspective, I think this is going to turn to a religious war.
As it already has been. I mean, over
Yeah,
years and years and years,
yeah,
1,000 years.
yeah, and this is
But
new.
what
You know? This is not
what's
new.
that?
I said this is
Right.
not new, because if you look back in history, okay, when Alexander the Great uh, overthrown Cyrus the Great, the Saudi Arabian, the Arabic people, they attacked Persia, and they told them, either you become Muslim or we're gonna chop your head off. And this is where the Zoroastrians uh, flee from Iran back then, thousands of years ago. Some went to India, some went to Europe. So that's why Zoroastrianism is the forgotten religion, and it looks like it's repeating again. Um, this time not with my people, but with all kind of people who are Christians.
Sorry about that background.
Oh, no problem. It's okay. I still can hear you.
Um, and I think the people that are trying to destroy different countries are using this holy war
Mm-hmm.
to create more, just assent, or not assent. I don't know what the word I'm looking for. I'll be right back.
Okay. I mean, I don't think this is gonna benefit anybody. Um, I think there is nobody is going to win this. Uh, both sides gonna lose. Gonna lose a lot of people.
Right. And I think here's a good one. Like this attack on Israel, with all the equipment and all the surveillance, you can't. A cat can't cross the from Gaza into Israel because they've got so much surveillance and everything. They knew this was going to happen, and they allowed it to happen.
Right.
And part of them allowing it to happen is to bring that divide amongst the citizenry
Mm,
of all these other countries. And
yeah.
then they're going to unleash the real holy war. Did you watch that video I sent you?
Yeah. 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 I did.
Hamas calling for global jihad.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to drop that in there in the chat one time.
Hey, how you
For
doing? Good to see you. I mean,
what's up, Sam?
in 1979, between 1979 and 1987, we had 3 million, 3 million Iranian actually in that war. So I really don't know why. why we don't learn from our mistakes. The war is just gonna bring more death, more destruction. You know, and I guess that's what they want. I don't know. Um, I mean, they are not stupid. I'm sure they are more educated than we are, but um, they still don't see that if they going for war, that brings more destruction or more dead people. Um, Now, I'm sure if this event really happens, it's gonna be probably for sure more than 3 million. I can't even imagine what this is gonna look like. I don't think any of us can imagine that. We never been in this type of situation before. I mean, yeah, of course, we have seen some countries have seen war, but it's not gonna be in this type of scale. So how are you, Tim? Good to see you, Tim. Hope you're doing okay. So let me see if I find something else in here very quick, so I can maybe drop something else here. Um, isn't that for friends? Um,
Sometimes radio traffic gets a little thick in the background. I have to mute. It's already happening, um, and it's been planned for many years. What's happening right now, especially what's happening here in the United States.
right.
Uh, the 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 ones that want to control everybody, whoever you want to call them and they've been planning this for years, and I mean,
Right.
there's video of Netanyahu, of Israel, Netanyahu, yet that Yahoo, anyway, wanting to destroy the United States.
Hmm. I do have one concern, Vicky. Now we did watch this video, and like the guy was saying, this is like a message, not for the family, but for all the Muslims, or I say for all the Middle Eastern people. Now the thing is, not everyone who comes from the Middle East is Muslim. My concern is that they might gonna just attack whoever looks like that. I guess. Hi, Kara. How are you? Good to see you. Now that's my concern. Just like
Yeah,
when they did at 9/11, they were attacking everyone who was from the Middle East.
right.
That's
And it's the radicalized. We got to remember it's not all Middle Eastern, but the radicalized is the
right.
big the problem. The ones that follow Hamas and Iran,
Yeah,
etc. Hi, Kara.
and I think I mean, I have heard this in some other live streams. Yeah, the Iranians, they want to kill us, they hate us, and blah blah blah. First of all, we have over 1 million Iranian in the United States. Right? West LA, uh, the Iranians have all businesses in West LA. So now that comment is, in my opinion, wrong. I am living here 17 years. How come I have not killed anybody? So that's a wrong thing to say, in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, you do. Not everyone is good. Not everyone is bad. You do have good and bad people everywhere. But you can't just drop them drop them in one pot and say, okay, yeah, these are the bad boys. And that's wrong in my opinion. But just like they did with 9/11, they attacked they attacked all Middle Eastern people in New York.
Right.
But was
Well,
that
it's
right or was it
no,
wrong?
that it was wrong, 100% wrong. And that's what they're trying to do now is divide whites against blacks and Mexicans, and just create that division amongst people through race.
Right,
I'm not white, by the way, just saying.
right. I'm not white either. But I mean, that is just crazy, you know. Um, you can't just think like this. I don't know. Um,
It's ignorance is what it is,
like
and propaganda.
it's like you say, yeah, all white people are bad people. So yeah, okay. So you have white people in from Australia, you have white people from Canada, you have white people from Europe. So which white people are you talking about? uh, uh, I'm OG Caroline. I got a long time no see. I I lost my husband last year, so things have been prosperous. I still talk to Joker though. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Um, God bless you. Yeah, I don't. I have not seen Joker for years. I don't think we talking to each other. So I think everyone have choose choose their own streamers or YouTubers or whatever you want to call it. But I have not seen it for a long time. I haven't seen Anunnaki for a long time either. I think a couple of months ago, he came one time in, but that was it.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of people from a couple of years ago. Um, Carolina. Many people just don't come anymore.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I move on. If the message is repetitive, or if it's out of ignorance, or uh, I could name three or four people. I just quit going to their channel because it was just the same old bullshit.
Right.
I still drop in and hit the thumbs up and listen to see what's going on, and I
Right.
usually move on because it's you know I won't say any ethnic whatever that word is. I
Yeah.
won't say,
I know what you mean.
but yeah, they get on these rants,
Right.
and they start yelling and screaming, and you
Oh yeah.
can't hear anything they're doing, and it's like, I'm out of here, man. There's
Yeah.
no common
Yeah. I
sense here.
hate that. I hate that, Ricky, when they are, especially when they have like 4 or 5 people in the box and they all yelling at the same time. So I don't even understand what they say.
Right. I just move on.
No respect, no nothing. You know, hey, have some respect.
Yeah.
Let the person finish talking, then you can answer to him. But no, they all speak at the same time. I hate those kind of live streams. I
Yeah, I
can't.
came up on a panel uh, last month sometime, 6 weeks ago or more,
Mm,
and right away this woman, and I won't say her ethnicity or however you say that. Right away, this woman started jumping my ass because I'm white. Well, she's never met me, and I'm not white,
right,
and she wouldn't let me get a word in edgewise, nothing. And it's like, so I just dove in there and I used my radio voice and over talked her until she shut up. She finally left.
right.
But it's programs like that that's it's useless.
Yeah,
22 years, that's a long time, Kara. Going on 22 years right now.
yes, gone. Yeah, that is a long time. Yeah, that's crazy. Again, I'm sorry for your loss, Cara.
Yeah, it's always hard.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Biden's going to
I
go to
mean,
Israel.
no, at least I don't want to compare your husband with my parents, but at least you had 22 years with him, that you enjoyed, hopefully. But it is tough when you lose someone that is very close to you.
And people are very, very cruel. But the thing is they're cruel because they're they're propagandized. They're programmed not only by their parents but by their teachers, by the news, ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, CNN, and Fox. Funny how I say that so well.
Right.
I don't watch any of those stations. I do my own research, and I listen to the message. I listen to it on Rumble, Alex Jones, on and on, many people, and I listen to the message and I look at the big picture. I don't look at the little picture as to what's going on, like right now, what's happening in Israel. I back up and look at the big picture. Okay, all of a sudden we're not hearing anything about the war between Russia and Ukraine. Yet,
Right.
yet we're sending United States and other
No,
countries
what,
sending
what
trillions of dollars over there.
Yeah, suddenly what happened to that part? I call
Yep.
all this, uh, uh, what is this called? Um, what is the word for this now? Uh, they try to play you to think about other things, but in real life they're doing something else behind you.
Yes.
And
And
that's
yes,
they are,
churches.
that's basically what they're doing. But hey, if you have the chance, copy this link, and you need to watch this video. It is the animation video, but it is crazy. It's I was blown away. Daisy sent me this video actually. Um,
Yeah, I'll watch it.
yeah. Uh,
You
I
know,
mean, all this they're doing, Ricky, is not gonna be good for any of us.
no,
And the sad part
especially
is,
the weak.
yeah, and the sad part is, uh, we are not doing anything about it. We are just sitting and waiting and let them do whatever they want with us.
Yeah, and it's sad that our own government is in the middle of it and creating all these problems.
Right,
And I say our own government, but they're not really our government. 1871. Look it up.
right,
So, but you know, there there's a lot of people concerned, and like you say, nobody's doing anything about it. But the only way to change it is going to be from the inside. The only other way to change it is to disincorporate the federal government because they're a corporation.
right,
Uh, there's a lot of people that want to go kinetic and get their guns and go chasing down the bad guy, but that's only going to bring the United Nations into play. We don't want that because that'll
right,
be the first things they do is, bring in the United Nation troops into the United States. There was already one governor, I don't know, I think it was, I might be mistaken, but I'll think of it in a minute. But there was one governor that was asking for United Nations help
hmm,
for his state in his Chicago, I think it was,
hmm.
Illinois.
Uh,
that's the worst thing anybody could do is bring in more foreign troops into the mix. I
Right.
mean, if you're having problems, bring in your own military, your own National Guard. You know,
Mhm. Yeah.
require everybody to have a gun. Make it a rule. Make it a law. You have to have a gun. You have to have gun training because the police aren't going to protect you. They're just going to come and mop up the problem.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna turn real ugly soon. I mean, yeah, so far nothing happened here. Thank God, but um, we don't know for how long it's gonna stay stable like this.
All the uh, all the sanctuary cities and sanctuary states, they don't prosecute the people that are burning down their cities, Antifa, BLM, etc. They don't prosecute any of them, but
Mm,
who they go after is people that want to make change. You know, the real people that want to make change, the people that live there for years and don't want to see it happen. Uh,
mm,
they're the liberals, and they're the ones that are causing all this. And I'm not afraid to face somebody face to face and call you out. I mean, if you're watching Rachel Maddow and that's your truth, then you're pretty much an idiot.
right.
You know, if you don't know that uh, Michelle Obama is a man, uh, and you think, you know, you got your head up your thing. Yeah, it's not
Right.
good. It's dark and it stinks up there.
Yeah, that is so true.
Too many ignorant people.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, what is your guess, Ricky? How this scenario going to play?
My guess is that there's going to be a call out for jihad in all the big cities in the United States. And it's going to overwhelm the police departments and National Guard and everything because it's going to happen so fast and it's going to create terror amongst the people. That that is the objective is terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct, Tim. We are in this problem because of liberals that think everybody should have a credit card and an Obama phone. You know, no accountability.
Right. And I hear still people talking about stimulus checks and shit like that. I'm like, no, that's not gonna make it better. But in my opinion, Ricky, I think I see it like this: if Iran, Iraq, and the Hezbollahs do attack Israel because Israel attacked Gaza, I am 100% sure America is going to try to support Israel. And then from the east, I would assume maybe China or maybe Russia or even maybe other Islamic countries going to support that. And then we're going to have at the same time a conflict between Christians and Muslims. That's how I look at it.
Yep, I think you're right, and I think that's their biggest plan.
Yeah,
Uh,
because this
they're
happened before, Ricky. This
right.
happened before, right after Cyrus the Great. The Arabics came. We are originally Zoroastrians. Don't mix us with the rest of these Middle Eastern people. We are different. We were Zoroastrians. We were not Muslim. We was forced to become Muslim. They told us, you chop your head off or you turn Muslim. And this is gonna repeat again. Now, when this is gonna happen, I don't know. But I do see that right now. Like in many countries, in Germany, France, so many Muslims who immigrated to these countries, they are getting together. They even have their own uh, mosque. Where they, God knows if they are praying or they are trying to get ready for some crazy attacks or whatever. I don't know. That's the way I see it.
I think I think 100% they're everything that's flowing across our border for the past several years is part of the attack that's coming.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
And the
recently in France, a Muslim student stabbed his teacher, and then they did their prayer like they did something good or so. I'm like, oh my God,
yeah,
look at these brainwashed people. Since when is that good? Since when? In what religion does it say killing a person is a good thing? I don't know none of them.
yeah. And another thing is, who wants 400 virgins?
Right.
I would rather have 400 people that are already trained. I
Right.
don't want to have to teach 400 virgins something anyway.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. And, it's actually crazy. It's crazy what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate. I'm away from the big crowds in the big cities,
Yeah.
and I've been here several years, so I'm very well established. But you know what? That doesn't mean it's not coming here too.
Right. I mean, I have heard this before in some other streams. They keep talking about, oh yeah, you need to buy land. You need to buy land. Well, guess what? We had 1,600 acre of land. We had a five-bedroom house. We had three cars. We had a business in our country. But when it came down to the war, unfortunately, you cannot put your land in your pocket and walk away with it. You have to leave things behind
And
that
yeah,
just act. You know,
yep,
that is,
yep.
land is not gonna save you. I mean, yeah, okay, you purchase land, you have the opportunity to grow your own food, protect yourself, and have a little bit more freedom than living in an apartment or whatever. But that is not a solution. In a small town in South Carolina, we are, closer, closer. This damn heart is in the way. I can't even see it.
Close knit, close together.
Oh, close together. Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I'm in a small town,
it's
and
for now.
there's a lot of liberals here, and so I bought a lot of spices. Somebody said, "Why do you got so many spices and different things?" And I says, "Well, have you ever had to eat a liberal?" Just saying.
Right. Yeah, I do see some big changes on the way. Extremely big changes. I mean, like right now, I cannot have no hold on my cousins who live in Iran. I've been trying to call them again. No, the what you call it, the call don't go through. Just like when last year, when that girl died and they executed 18,000 protesters, was the same thing. I couldn't get no hold on my family members, and now it's they are living in a hot spot again. Things that are going on with Israel and Gaza and Iran, Iraq, they are all pretty close. I can't get no hold on my family members. Yeah, if I could, maybe I could get more information to see what's going on there. Hey, what's up? What's up, Garcia? How are you? Good to see you. So,
Yeah, most of my family members are idiots, so I don't want nothing to do with them anyway. What's up, Garcia?
nothing but a bunch of gun toting country boys out here. I feel safe. I'm prepared myself.
I lost all my guns in a boating accident.
Mm,
Lost the boat.
yeah, I don't have any more.
And I found a really good place to get gun oil.
Mm, what's going on with you, Garcia? How you doing? Ah,
I dropped the StreamYard link so somebody else can get all up in here now.
right,
Get in the box.
right, right.
My biggest fear is all the children that are going to have to suffer through this
Right. Oh yeah.
because of their ignorant parents, stupid, ignorant parents that think that they can just go to take their kids to daycare and then pick them up after daycare and take them home and put them in a put them in front of a TV or a computer and babysit them that way.
Mm.
There's going to be so many dead people.
This kind, what you just said, kind of remind me to Germany, Ricky. When I lived in Germany, I had a I had a conflict with some German dude. He was saying, they need to get rid of all foreigners, and they need to put them in the gas room and kill them all and stuff like that.
Jeez.
I said, where did you get that from? He said, my grandfather taught me that. I'm like, yeah, well,
Right.
your grandfather was wrong. And it kind of remind me to what you just said. Yeah, you know, brainwashing looks like it's working.
Oh, it is working.
Yeah,
It is working. People come home and watch football,
right,
and the Kardashians, and
right.
uh, you
What kind
know,
of brand did you buy last week? Let's put this on Facebook so everybody else go buy and spend their money
right?
and make Kim Kardashian richer or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can admit that I've never ever seen an episode of the Kardashians ever. Why
No,
would I?
me either. No, because that's not really informative for me. To me, I mean,
No.
that's not gonna make me wiser or smarter. I don't care what other people buy for themselves.
Right.
Or like some people say, oh yeah, hey, did you know Snoop Doggy Dogg socks are blue, not yellow, or something like that? Man, who cares what kind of color somebody is wearing? But
Right.
some people really pay attention to stuff like that. But
Well, that's their whole ignorant lives.
right,
They don't have any reality. They've been perfectly programmed by the system,
hmm,
and they don't have reality. They don't know what reality is. They go to work and they come home and turn on the TV and they watch garbage,
yeah,
and that's their whole life. NASCAR, football, baseball, uh, on and on and on.
yeah.
And
Like a
every
lot of
time,
people ask me, for example, Ricky. So who's your favorite football team? I said I don't have football team.
right,
What you mean you don't have no favorite football team? I said, yeah, I don't watch that crap.
Yep.
Same like with soccer. I don't watch soccer either. There are 22 dumbasses running after a stupid ball. Why would I want to watch that?
Yep. Well, I used to watch NASCAR, man. I was a NASCAR fanatic. And up until 2008, when I realized something's wrong, I quit watching NASCAR. I quit watching anything on mainstream TV. Nothing. Zero zilch. And I started doing research.
Mhm.
And because I realized my country, the United States of America, is under attack from the inside.
Yeah, pretty much. Same like I think it was in France in 1994 or 95. They let there was a Moroccan immigrant who uh, got granted visa, moved to France, and in Paris they caught him when he did a terrorist attack. He put a bomb somewhere in Paris, and it blew up, and I think 36 people died from it.
Yep.
So yeah, you don't know who you're letting in your country.
Yep.
I agree with that.
And you don't know who your neighbor is either,
Right. That is so true.
especially in a big city. You don't know who's living next to you in them apartment complexes.
Yeah, like like in the in the 50s and 60s, you had a lot of Turkish people and Muslim. I say Muslim people, when I mean Muslim people, all the people from the Middle East. You letting these type of people come in a foreign country. Now there are a big group of them. Like for example in Germany there are they say in 50 years there will be no more original Germans. So that should tell you guys something.
Yep.
So their race is going to wipe out in 50 years. There will be no more Germans. They're all going to be, I guess, mixed, I should say. Um, and when you do have that type of situation, then you don't have the people anymore under control. Like, like I do know, like New York, for example, has a huge mosque, where all the Muslim people go pray. And I'm not saying, they are all bad people, but you do have bad seeds under them, who have negative attention of being fanatic or having hate against any other people or so.
And look at the no-go zones, like in St. Louis.
Hmm.
They don't call the cops; they deal with it themselves, and the cops don't go there. You
Hmm.
ain't going there. Kiss my ass. I quit.
Right.
So
Yeah, did
I,
you hear? Did you hear? I don't know who the king or the king of England is right now, but he was saying that there was a cop got killed in a protest, and all the cops in London quit their jobs, and the government, I should say, uh, said they're going to put all the military in, bring the military in. And I think we are not far away from that either around here. That's going to happen pretty soon too,
mm,
with everything that is going on right now. I mean, if the Islamic group does start some shit here, I don't think the cops gonna have that under control. They're going to have to bring military into the game. because you do have 3.45 million Muslim people in the United States. So I don't think the cops alone can handle that. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I am wrong.
Well, that day is coming. You know, when they call for jihad, which they already have,
Yeah.
uh, when all the sleeper cells come out, that day's coming. The What's happening now with the police departments and the sheriff's departments, etc., they're being exposed as not caring about the American people. They're being exposed as working for the bar association and the courts and the court systems. Uh, they Most cops don't even know our rights, and there's a lot of people. There's a big group of people out there exposing this, exposing the corruption, the corrupt cops,
Mhm.
uh, and I follow those people religiously because and they're auditors and cop watchers and stuff like that. But I follow them because they're out there on the streets and they're going to be the first ones to see this stuff happening. When, when,
Right.
yeah. All right, Pete, I love you, but I'm going to let you go.
All righty. Thanks for
I've,
coming up. I
I've
really
wasted too
appreciate.
much here.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Give
Yeah,
Patricia a hug for me.
I will. I will. Thank you. Thank you. Um, so yeah. I mean, just get prepared. Um, get everything you need. Be ready for any action that's going to happen pretty soon. Uh, that is um, that is the only advice I can give. I guess. Um, yeah.
Keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. Uh, be
Rule number one, don't trust anybody because you don't
right.
know really who they are.
Yeah. No matter who they are. Yeah. That is so true.
Rule number two, record everything. Everything.
Right.
All
Yeah.
right.
Especially
Kara,
in my case.
Kara, oh, go ahead.
I mean, especially in my case, yeah, I am from the Middle East, but I don't know. I don't know any. I have no interaction with any other people from the Middle East. The only people I deal with are my family who are overseas.
Right,
So I don't want to be involved with them. Yeah, we might look alike, but I am Muslim and I have my own belief, and what they do, that's their business.
right.
So,
Yep. All right. Kara, Tim, Garcia, Pete, Patricia, y'all have a good night. I'll let you go.
alrighty, have a good night, Ricky. Thanks for coming up. I really appreciate that. And next time, make sure your American Express card is working. Don't use your Bank of America. I think that one is expired.
I think it is too. All
All
right.
right, have a good night, Ricky.
Yep. Much love.
So much for that, everyone. So yeah, um, everyone, um, get prepared, prepare yourself. Just like my Logan on the bottom says, prepare like tomorrow is your last day. Um, be ready to rock and roll if it's necessary. So till then, stay safe, stay strong. God bless us all, and as always, 300 out, out, out.